Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. Gotta make sure the audio is working. So far, my streams have been going testing. Gotta make sure the audio is working. So far, my streams have been going testing. Yeah, okay. Sounds alright. If anything goes wrong, let me know in the chat, and I will adjust it. So, today is June 23rd. Yeah, 23rd, which is Sonic's birthday, and it's also 2 days after my birthday. So, I'm gonna play through Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit, because I've never done that for the channel before. Just the main story. I might mess around with other characters later on. I think I'll start a completely new save, because that's gonna be interesting. I haven't done the special stages in a while. Hang on, I need to see if I'm actually live. It's not showing up as live. Just give me a minute. Ah, there we go. So it's working. And we're gonna start. You know, I wish they gave the other characters some of their own stories, but that's okay. Here we are. I really like how this game starts out. I wasn't even gonna stream originally until I until I realized that it's basically Sonic's birthday. No, it is exactly Sonic's birthday. Yeah, June 23rd, 1991. It's so weird that it's so close to mine, because mine is the 21st. Anyway, this picks up right after Sonic 3 ends. Actually, you know what? It's so funny that I'm playing this, because my last stream was literally Sonic 3. Modded, but still Sonic 3. Look at that. You know, this game took Noah Copeland about 6 years to develop. I like the look of that plant. And the background. The ocean, the darkness. It's so cool. It's atmospheric. Now, you see all this wreckage? That's all from the Death Egg, of course. And now there's rain. Oh yeah, in this game, you can switch between Sonic and Tails, and that makes it so smooth. Just overall gameplay. I've done that for at least one of my speed runs. Hang on, do we have someone in the hey? Maria Robotnik the Hedgehog and Tails the Fox fan. Welcome to the chat. Hey, happy birthday, Tails the Fox fan. Mine was 2 days ago, and I was born in 1993. Let's, you know, it would be so funny if we just got a whole bunch of people whose birthdays it was to just sit in the chat. I'm glad I decided to stream. Now, when I first played this game, this part really surprised me, because Sonic was really about to just... Wait, you say you're the voice of Tails in the new game? Which new game? Like, the fan game? Official? Oh! Oh! Sonic Racing Crossworlds? Like, they didn't get Colleen? Or are you Colleen? Because that would be legendary if an actual official longtime voice actor for the Sonic characters came along. That would be so cool. True Gamer, welcome to the chat. I was not expecting the chat to populate so quickly. Because normally my streams have like 1 or 2 people, but welcome. This is going to be fun. As you may or may not know, I like to show off fan games, fan projects, just that kind of thing for my channel. Sometimes indie games. So we're going through Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit for this birthday celebration. I haven't played this in a while. Last time I played this, I wanted to find all the speed gates. Oh, well, I guess I have to explain the speed gates. Ah, so you're the new voice actor. Okay. Well, I hope your endeavors lead to long-time success. I have never had a voice actor in the chat, so it's still pretty cool. You know, I haven't heard Tails speak at all in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, but then I haven't really checked out the game anyway. Unfortunately, I'm not really into Cross Worlds or any kart racers. I like racing games like Need for Speed, but kart races are just too chaotic for me. It's like not a showcase of skill, but a showcase of items, and I'm just not into that. Okay, Tails the Fox fan, I think you're pulling my leg here. I think you're trolling. Because there's no way. There's no way. True Gamer says, I never played this fan game or the original Triple Trouble. Okay, so in this game, you get the Chaos Emeralds by going through special stage rings just like in Sonic 3. And it's, well, I'll have to show you. I can't really describe it. It's kind of like Sonic, kind of like Sonic and the Fallen Star, kind of like Sonic CD. Like I said, hard to describe. I forgot I had to hit the sign. Anyway. Tails the Fox fan, you have to be joking about the $20 trillion. Come on. Or, if you're not, well, I don't know any trillionaires. I did see that the Triforce was a promo image. Sorry, I keep looking back and forth between the stream and the chat, because it's on two different screens. A little hard to focus. Wait a minute. I wanted to do at least one speed gate while I was here. And that reminds me, I was going to explain the speed gates. So those are basically hidden spots in the walls where you can warp to the end of the level. Basically a huge shortcut. I haven't done them in a while, so I probably wouldn't be able to. Man, I love how you interact with water here. The water skipping, and the fact that you can do it when landing on the water instead of just running into it. I think that's nice. Oh boy. I don't know if I addressed your message to Tails the Fox fan about the Triforce being a promo image, but I've seen that. I think maybe it's a mistake, because I don't think Zelda's gonna be in it. But to be fair, SpongeBob is in it for some reason, without voice lines. People are blaming Sega for that, but I definitely think it's Nickelodeon. Viacom, and I mean, Tom Kenny is probably really expensive, and even after the whole budget increase after Sonic Frontiers, I still don't think Sega can get the voice actors for something so major. Hey, special state. Ah, man. Okay, so here's the first one. So it's basically a straightforward racetrack, and you have to race Knack the Weasel, or Knack the Fang, whatever he wants to be called. You hit those lightning bolts to slow him down, and your time is dictated by your ring count. I like the music here. It's pretty easy to see where you're going too. Easier than Sonic CD, that's for sure. And Sonic Time Twisted. It's a good game, but those special stages are kind of rough. Speaking of which, who here knows about Sonic Time Twisted? I thought there was supposed to be a big update coming, but the dev has been quiet about that for a long time now. I do remember that there was a Sonic and Zelda crossover, but that was 12 years ago. Wow, hard to believe it's been so long already. True Gamer asks, how many giant rings are there per stage? I don't know. I never really found them all. I found enough to make it to Super Sonic. That's about it. I think once you get one, you have to wait until the next stage to get it. Or maybe that's Sonic Superstars. It's been a while since I've played either one of these. I do love being able to curl into a ball after bouncing off a spring. Very useful. I like this thing. Very bouncy. And that's that. For the first level at least. It really shows that this game took 6 years to complete. There goes Knuckles. The original game, I think the original game did have Knuckles as an antagonist, but this remake actually explains it. You'll see later. This is probably my favorite stage of the game, just for the looks and the music. It's like an old rundown factory, and I've always kind of wanted to explore one of those. Urban exploring just seems so fun to me. Hang on. The chat's kind of moving fast today. Aw, thanks Tails the Fox fan. I really appreciate that. I'm doing this for fun and for celebration. But that's really nice sentiment. Now, oh yeah, I was talking about Sunset Park. I do love sunset levels in games, most games. Look at that background, you see all that? The clouds look nice and soft, the sun's blazing. It's just really pretty. I think Act 2 is my favorite because the music is even better there. I think I have a Sunset Park Act 2 speedrun on the channel, but that was like not a couple of years ago, maybe one. It's been a while. Hang on. I have to catch up with the chat. So, True Gamer says, there's a list of games I want to play before Sonic Unleashed. Sonic 06, Sonic Heroes, Majora's Mask, and Shadow the Hedgehog. I have actually never played Majora's Mask. And I guess I've never played the HD version of Sonic Unleashed either, because that came out on the Xbox 360 and PS3. I had a PS2. So that ended up being the version I got for Christmas. And that's okay, because I enjoyed my time with it. It's still a really good game. Very much worth the money. and then I got it on the Wii later on. Never actually got the HD version. But now with Sonic Unleashed recompiled, I might actually play that for the channel. What else? Oh, Majora's Mask. I did not want to play Majora's Mask, so that was more of a choice. I played Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time is... it's a standard Zelda game, and then Majora's Mask just... well, at first, I was turned away from it because it only had, like, a few dungeons, and then, after that, I got spoiled on what happened in the game. Wait a minute, I got lost. I know this place. I should not have been... I should not have been lost for so long. I've beaten this level in half the amount of time. It's been so long. I'm not used to this. I might have to split the stream of the game into 2 parts. And here he is, the man of the hour. Oh wait, I haven't gotten a special stage yet. That's not good. Oh yeah, the moon in Majora's Mask is definitely nightmare fuel. It's... ow. It's something. Oh, come on. There we go. I had to spam a little bit at the end. And that's Act 2. Unfortunately, I didn't find a special ring. That's gonna be a little rough. I'm hoping to get all of them by the end. So, Tails the Fox fan, you said you've been subscribed for 5 years? I don't know if I've been making stuff for 5 years. I mean, I got serious after 3 years. Oh, this is Act 2 now. I thought I was in Act 2. I guess that's how long I took in Act 1. That's a little embarrassing. Oh. Okay. I used to know this level like the back of my hand, but now it's like little things I forget and mess up. I forgot my speedrun time for this act, but I was pretty proud of it at the time. I really love this game, and I'm looking forward to whatever Noah Copeland is cooking up next, because I know he's working on an indie game, some kind of platforming fighter or something. I don't know for sure. I just know that whatever it is, I'll be there for it. Man, could you imagine spending 6 years of your life working on a Sonic game? Mostly solo? That's crazy. But crazy in a good way. Because that had to take a ton of dedication. I know a lot of people would really be oh, come on. How do I thought it was a simple jump to get off. There we go. I am still not used to talking while doing this. Most of my time with this game is spent focusing. But we'll move on. You know, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is my favorite 2D game too. I streamed a mod of it last time. About a week ago, maybe half a week ago. I streamed the mod Sonic 3 Antenna because it's like a Deltarune twist on Sonic 3. And I thought that was pretty cool and topical because Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 just came out. I'll have to get to those at some point, because I am a fan of Toby Fox's work. Lately, these past few years, I've been I've been more focused on supporting indie devs because the AAA scene, the big name games and developers are just kind of losing the plot. It's like they're focused on making products and not games. Even though they are technically making games, they're making a thing to buy. While indie games and indie developers want to make something fun for people first and foremost, and then make it sellable. There's a difference there. And that difference is pretty important to me. Because doing it for the love of the game is just, it's something you can feel. Like Sonic Super. Oh wait, no giant rings again. True Gamer, what is your job? You said you hate your job. Hopefully it's not something life-draining. I know a lot of people have life-draining jobs, and it's not always easy to get out of that. But hopefully the pay is at least kind of worth it. It's not always easy being human, which is why a lot of us run off to be hedgehogs. That's another thing. Entire worlds of fiction, a whole video game community, people come together to talk about these games that they love, but lately I've seen a whole lot of people fighting over games that they say they love. And it just feels weird, because we come to these things to escape, and so many people just fight. They just fight and fight and ugh. Okay, so sweeping and dusting at your job, I mean, I don't know how much of it you do, but I feel like it's not too bad. Like, I don't know, I personally actually like sweeping and dusting. It's kind of therapeutic. You put on some music, just put yourself in the zone, and your body takes over. And I know that sounds kind of weird. That's just kind of how it is for me, at least. Although it's not my entire job. So I can see how that can be kind of different. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Ooh, that was nice. I'm gonna have to stream more because I've barely streamed over the past few months, I think. And it's always fun talking to people doing this. Getting to know people, just enjoying meeting people, you know? Positive community. This act is so cool. This whole... I love any kind of train act, or train level. Just the idea of being on top of a train or inside a train, and there's always some kind of pressure attached. I think the first train level in any game I've ever played was Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. And that was, I think, Chapter 6. I'm pretty sure. It was so cool. It was like a murder mystery or something. I think Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is the only Mario game I've ever actually enjoyed. Aside from maybe New Super Mario Bros. For DS and Wii. Aside from that, I do like how, I lost my train of thought, but that animation there, it was a little charming, humorous. Already through the second level. Oh, hang on. Okay. It's the same thing over and over. If I did something different each day. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. This one's a long message. Yeah, I can understand that. Repetitive jobs are really annoying. They can be kind of soul-sucking. Man, it kind of reminds me of Squidward. You know, it's like the old saying is kind of true. When you're a kid, you identify with SpongeBob. When you're an adult, you identify with Squidward. And I think people might discount that because it sounds kind of cliche, but it's true at the same time. It's important to have some kind of way to take control of your time. Like, if you want to do something oh boy, I'm losing my train of thought, I'm sorry. Basically, don't let your job control your entire life, if possible, because I know a lot of people are stuck, and it's unfortunate, but even if you can take like half an hour a day to do something just for you, and not feel selfish about it, because you are earning your keep, it's important to do that. Anyway, I love this jungle. I think, how many things have I said I love about this game? Now, it's noticeably an Angel Island background, but it's used so well because everything else is different. I don't actually know how much of this is art taken from Triple Trouble. I know some of it's taken from Sonic 3, because it's supposed to be like a reimagining of what if this game was on the Genesis. I think Noah did a pretty good job at making all this, because it doesn't feel like Angel Island. It has the leaves in the background, but it doesn't feel like it. So, oh, and that feels like Sandopolis. Oh, come on. Ah, I almost had it. I don't know why I'm so slippery today. Maybe it's because I haven't played Classic Sonic in a little bit. Even though it's been like half a week and I should be fine. I should post more in general. I kind of slacked off because over the past couple of weeks I've had some pretty conflicting life stuff going on. And then the Lies of P DLC came along, and I kind of got sucked into that. Hey, poor Knack the Fang. But yeah, the DLC for Lies of P has been amazing, absolutely amazing. I recorded my whole playthrough, but I'm not sure whether to put it on the channel or not, because anytime I do something that's not Sonic, it just kind of tanks. Even if it's something that's kind of like Sonic, that I think Sonic fans would like. Like when I played Oriole Wings of Hope, that was, I think, my last playthrough as of right now. You literally play as a ring that can spin dash, and it's a little more complicated than that, but it's such a funny, fun kind of idea, and the game was so good, and the devs deserve to be recognized for that. I was hoping more Sonic fans would be up for playing it, enjoying it, and that's why I showed it on the channel. But I guess not everything can be a success. There's this other game that I think Sonic fans would love. I haven't played it on the channel yet. It's just a demo, and I haven't even really mentioned it. It's called Electrodynamic Mayhem, and I think it's pretty good. It feels like a Sonic 32X type of game with. Oh no! I need to focus. But it feels like a game that would have been on the 32X. And even though it's very different from what Sonic is, it's mostly... It's similar enough that I think Sonic fans would be invested. That's how I feel about it, at least. Same thing for a game called Advent Neon. I've been waiting for that one for a couple of years now, and it's going to release on July 18th. I'm excited to play that on the channel. Oh boy. I just feel like indie games in general need more love and recognition. Because I know what... Ow! I know what it's like to work on something and not really be recognized for it. So that's why these days... Oh boy. That's why these days my channel shows more indie stuff. I'm still a Sonic channel. Kind of. But yeah. Indie games. I do also want to play some AAA games. Because, okay, that shouldn't have hit me. But, yeah, I want to play some AAA games. Like I said, Lies of P, even though that's not quite AAA, it's close enough, for my channel at least. And then Silent Hill 2, I messed that up. Because I was recording the entire playthrough just fine, and then I messed up by playing like 2 hours really late in the game, and then my voice wasn't picked up at all. So I stopped the playthrough, and it's disappointing because I was really enjoying it. I guess I could still enjoy it. I actually haven't finished the game yet because I'm not sure what to do about the recordings. They're still sitting there on my hard drive. I don't know. I should just suck it up and make a little summary or something. What's over here? Ah, I've never seen this before. Okay. You know what? I was considering playing Sonic Roboblast 2 for the stream, but that would be painful, and birthdays are not supposed to be painful. Emerald 3. Oh, come on. You have to stay away from Knack the Fang. I know someone who really hates Knack the Fang. Ah, come on. No. I know someone who really hates Knack. And I guess for good reason, because he was... Oh, come on. He was everywhere for a while in fan games, and then Superstars came along, and we all know how Superstars turned out. I mean, it's not bad, it's not awful. Like, I personally enjoy Superstars, I really do. But man, everything that has to do with Fang has been messy, rough, less than ideal. Come on, this is gonna be close. Oh no, nope. Hopefully that's enough. And there we go, third emerald. A lot of chaos, a lot of emeralds. Now, we're about halfway through Meta Junglera. What kind of name is that anyway? And look at that background, you see that? That had to be handmade by Noah. Look at that, it's so pretty. It reminds me of Sandopolis. I guess that's part of the point, because this place is an underground temple place too. Just like Sandopolis Act 2 was. But it still keeps the jungle aspects, and that's pretty cool. do like the Venus flytrap things. Oh, they're not even badniks. They're just living there. Okay. I never tested. Wait, what's over here? Another one! That's 3 emeralds in one stage. Or possibly even one act. That's cool. Oh, no. You have to be really oh, no. You have to be really careful the farther you go. I think this game allows you to retry. I mean, I hope it does. Because if not, that could be really annoying really quickly. Oh no! I'm gonna have to get some more rings. Because as you saw last time, I almost ran out. Oh. I didn't even talk about the backgrounds for these special stages. These are pretty too. I'm kind of a sucker for the night sky, so that helps. Oh. Kind of reminds me of Sonic Advance 3 in those sections. Not Sonic Advance. But I think that's okay. That's a solid reward. I feel like some people might be like, I got the emeralds, I should be super. And that's fair, but also, it's nice to switch it up a little bit, to make the player put in more effort. Oh, come on. Speaking of effort, I think Sonic games have been too easy, and I know, that's like a hot talking point. Like, who cares about difficulty? Well, I do. Like, it's not even about flexing or anything. It's about how it feels like basically nothing if I just fly through a game with no opposition. Hey, so this thing reminds me of Ristar, which, oh, come on. Which was my first playthrough on the channel, actually. I do love Ristar. Wait, maybe second. I know my first 2 playthroughs were Sonic Classic 2 and Ristar. Okay. But yeah, my enjoyment of difficulty is why I'm so forgiving of Trip's story in Sonic Superstars, and Sonic owners in general, and basically any game considered hard or unusual, because it feels like I'm actually doing something. Like, it's one thing for a game to make it look like you're doing something, and it's another for you to actually be doing the cool thing. I think it's an important difference. Hey, Babel's here. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It was 2 days ago now, so I'm getting ancient. You know what? I almost considered doing this game as Amy just for you. But I didn't like any of her movesets enough in this game. Actually, the first time we started talking about Amy gameplay and stuff was with this game, wasn't it? It's been like a couple of years now already. And of course, the Monster Hunter history goes back even further. I was supposed to do a whole lot of Monster Hunter content, but the game runs so badly on my computer that I don't really feel confident in doing it. I want to get a replacement first, and that's been a whole hassle because it's an entire computer. But eventually, it's like if I wasn't recording or streaming, the game would be okay, but it's that extra capability that I need. Oh, you're not a fan of her movesets in this game either, so I thought it was like... I thought you were. I'm pretty sure... Well, you know what? I guess I can't be that sure because it's been so long. I really like the extra touch of the animals having parachutes. Just some goofy fun. So nice. Ah, come on. Now, hopefully I'm not stuck on this final boss forever. That tends to be a trend in my streams. Oh wow, you asked Noah to add the advanced moveset? Ah, man, I wouldn't have done that. Because the game already took 6 years at that point. I wasn't going to ask Noah for anything else. I kind of felt bad pointing out a Knuckles bug that he said he's been trying to fix for the first 5 years. But yeah, I can understand that. I'm kind of a hypocrite because I asked Stardrop to fix Moon Facility Act 2. And I know it's not exactly the same, but like, he's done with the game. I shouldn't have done that. So, yeah. I didn't push back or anything, but maybe I shouldn't have asked in the first place. I don't know. Because he did update Fallen Star after its release. I figured maybe the same thing would happen here, but I guess not. Anyway, I'm excited for what Noah... Oh, come on! I'm excited for what Noah's making next. I think he said it's inspired by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I think we'll be playing as lizards, and it'll be some kind of beat-em-up platformer. And when I say beat-em-up platformer, I think about Advent Neon, but I don't think he's gonna go the same route. We'll see. I'm so glad I found so many indie developers who make just things, just other things in general. It all started with Spark, and then... Oh! This whole level wasn't in the original game. I thought that was a nice touch. Hang on. So... You feel like the Origins and Superstars movesets are just slightly modified Sonic, and the extra slot Amy moveset should have been for Mighty. Okay, I can see that, kind of. I think... I don't know. I don't want to ask too much of developers, just in general. I kind of felt bad when I was playing Oriole Wings of Hope, because I gave them a whole bunch of bugs I found, and honestly, I couldn't finish the playthrough because of those bugs. But they were so good about it. I think I've mentioned this before on the channel, but they were so good about it. They actually patched the stuff that I mentioned the next day, and then the day after that for the next bunch of bugs, and that's just really cool of them. Just interacting with indie devs in general is so nice compared to the whole bureaucratic, I almost said slop, but that's overused. But the mess that's AAA, it's just too much. Indie devs are going to keep the industry alive. I feel that in my soul. But about Amy in general, I don't know, a few years ago, I was upset that Superstars didn't give her more of an adventure and advanced treatment. But, I guess RZS did that for cohesion, or something. I don't know. I think Amy shouldn't be able to roll into a ball like everyone else. I still believe that, but it's whatever. I guess if all this stuff is being considered canon... Wait a minute. This is just messing up the timeline even more, because she can't roll into a ball in Adventure, and Superstars is supposed to come before that. It's just making the waters even more muddy. The franchise has always been a mess. I guess what matters is if it's fun, and honestly, it has been. I think it's been really fun. Especially later fan iterations of Amy, like Sonic Requisite and Sonic in the Moon Facility. I was considering streaming that today too. But I wanted to do something that I felt would be shorter and more reasonable, especially since I wasn't considering streaming in the first place, until I remembered it was Sonic's birthday, and then I didn't want to do something too intense. This final level is going to be intense enough. Speaking of final level, I think we only have 2 more. I'm pretty sure we only have 2 more. So, I guess mission accomplished. Hang on, I have to catch up on the chat. Oh, I haven't seen her in Sonic Forever. I didn't know Amy was in that. Is that like another mod for the mod? Because I know Shadow's in it. I did a showcase of that. I guess Amy's popular enough to be modded into pretty much everything. Wait, I was just here. I do like that she had a unique moveset, and I guess those games still exist, but man, it would be nice if there was more difference. Uh-oh, no big rings. I forgot I had to hit that. Now, I feel like this boss was kind of a miss, because it's more about waiting. The first one was an okay balance, but this one, you wait for him underground, and then you wait for him with that background phase, and it gets longer the more the fight goes on. Oh, she's included by default. I should have realized that. But yeah, so Sonic Requisite. I don't know if that's even still in development. It is kind of new though. And I say it's fun to play as Amy in that game because she can actually use the shield powers. She has the typical hammer drop thing. I don't mean like a slam, but like her version of the drop dash, but also the double jump, and combining that with shield powers is pretty fun. At least I think so. Any game that gives the other characters the shield powers is just really cool to me. It's something that's been happening in a bunch of demos lately. I like this section. It's like an almost 3D version of Ice Cap. I do wish there was a way to make it faster though. Well, I guess there is with those jumps. And the perspective isn't bad either. I wonder how the coding went for this. It had to be tough. Oh man, that reminds me, Sonic Ultra Saturn. It's, Sonic Ultra Saturn was not fun. Man, I don't like to rag on people's projects. I really don't. But that game was so rough. So rough. The depth perception in these sections, the overall feel of the game, the physics, well, I feel like listing a bunch of stuff just makes it worse. But that game needed a whole overhaul. And it's a shame because it had potential. The aesthetic was nice. The ideas were nice, but it was like the levels were a maze. And it was just not pleasant. I want to try to finish the game. I want to give it another chance. I recently tried with the ice level, but man, I don't know. The game I showcased where Amy was in a sweater was Sonic and the Moon Facility. Sonic Requisite is, I think, a Sage demo that I showed last fall. I love that effect, the ice melting because of the fire shield. And the fire shield is gone. But yeah, Moon Facility is probably my favorite version of Amy. Because she just has so much going on. The wall jump, the momentum boosting dash, the double jump, just everything together makes her interactions with the levels so good, so interesting. I think Sonic games have been stuck in the one-button limbo for too long, especially the 2D games. Because I feel like, just imagine what more the characters could do if they were just allowed to do more with other buttons. But I'm pretty sure that's in the near future. I'm really looking forward to Sonic Hacking Contest. I think that's in October, and Sage should be around the same time. I love this music. I think there's a reference to Ristar in this music. Probably in the second act though. I think it's in the second act, I'm not entirely sure. But I know it's there. There's a lot of little references in this game. It's nice. So much... I just really like when you can tell so much love has gone into a game. And then, there's Lake Pepper, the legend himself. I loved his games. I really wish his games would be remade with all the cutscenes included and everything. Because, I mean, I first played them back when Flash was still on Windows. Well, back when Flash still existed. So, I got the full experience. But after that, no, nothing. Wait. Ah, this is it. I remembered. Hang on. So you haven't played Moon Facility yet? Like, at all? Because it's so good. Well, of course, you'd have to beat the main game. But it's like a worthy unlock. Aw, man, I thought I could bounce back up. This place is nice. I think it's a reference to the special stages of the original game. These green bounce pads used to be bugged. I think they might still be... Yeah, they're bugged for Knuckles. He can't gain height with them. He can't move left or right once you bounce on them. It's a shame to still have bugs in the game after so many patches. From 1.0 to 1.2.8. But it's okay. We can't ask for perfection, especially after so long working on the project. Look at that background, it's so beautiful. Man, this reminds me of Sonic Overture 95. That game has absolutely amazing backgrounds and just sprites, just visuals in general. Look at that. If there's any place in the real world like this, like with a rainforest that has ruins that's actually publicly available, I'd love to go. because it's so beautiful. Man, oh man, I just love this kind of artwork. Pixel art that shows some detailed backgrounds. I don't think I'll ever get tired of it. I remember not really liking this section, because it's mostly just waiting. Oh, never mind. It's faster than I thought. Oh yeah, Moon Facility. Okay, so it is a complete game, and you can finish it completely as Sonic, but you can't go through the special stages. Only 2 of them were finished. I don't know what happened to the devs behind the scenes, but it was nice enough for Stardrop to give us what was finished already. Sonic can complete the game, Amy can complete the game, everyone else, no. But I think that's okay. Because what's there is amazing. And these are only like first drafts of the levels, and they're so smooth and good already. Oh man, I messed up. Mac is gonna catch up. I need to focus. No. It's really not fair that he just gets to fly like that. I'm really messing up here. Thanks for the rings. I do like that we can get rings for hitting Knack. I keep switching his names. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask, how has the audio been? Because I'm really trying to do better with that. Trying to stream more and troubleshoot audio less. Hang on, I'll catch up on the messages after the... Hey, we already made it. Sonic Video Maker Pro. Welcome to the stream. That's 5 emeralds. And I should be able to get 1 more before the end. I think I'll have to get it in this act. Definitely in this act, because the next level is the last one. So that's not going to be good if I don't get the last one here and now. True, it's not fair that I can electrocute him, because, I mean, it's electrocution. But he gets a speed boost, and that's fair enough. You know, that reminds me of the races with Johnny in Sonic Rush Adventure. I really like those games, the Rush games. Rush Adventure is better though. The music is better, the scope of the game is better, because you have all those ships you can control, and I know people complained about the ships because they're not Sonic gameplay, but I really don't like that complaint. Like, yeah, okay, there's Sonic gameplay, but there's also other things that the Sonic characters do. Their adventures aren't literally just running around. So it makes sense to me. I guess not to everyone, but to me. Like, if Sonic Labyrinth released today, I bet people would be up in arms about it. But I'd be like, what? You don't think Eggman would try something like that? And make Sonic work for his victory by being slow? I think it's an interesting idea. But people would complain about it because Sonic's not being fast, and I think people are too rigid about what Sonic gameplay should be, or what it is, just in general. Oh! I do wish the fans caught me. That's okay. You know, I'm really glad I have people to talk to about these fan games. Because, you know, when I was a kid, I barely knew what a fan game was. Like, I played them, I installed them, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know that there were people behind games that work on them. So, now here as an adult, it's a really different experience. I see the work behind it, I interact with the people behind these things. I'd like to interact more. I want to be a playtester. But it's like a different kind of thing. It feels nice. As an adult, everything is made by people, and you know that. But as a kid, it's like, wow, magic. I do like that these badniks are fish. Man, I really need to keep an eye out for special stages. Hang on, I'm gonna be searching. And drowning. Definitely drowning. Wow, we got the same bubble? Oh well. That was weird. Hang on, I'll catch up on messages. I think people would accept it better if they used Sonic's friends to explore other gameplay styles, instead of making them all variants of Sonic. Okay, I kind of get that. But then Unleashed wouldn't exist. I think Unleashed is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Because it happens to Sonic. He had to experience that setback. And I think that was important. And yeah, again, not Sonic gameplay, but was it good gameplay? Yes, of course. And people discount that just because it wasn't what they wanted. I think that's my biggest issue with it. People discounting things just because it's not what they want. Even if it's still good. Like, I'm not touching Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, but I do believe it will be a good game. Just not for me. I'm not a kart racer kind of guy. I really need another special stage. A Mega Man X style Whisper and Tangle game would be a cool idea. I never thought about that before. But yeah, they absolutely should explore other play styles with other characters. Just because they need to use the other characters in general. Oh boy, death, nope. I just wanted a special ring. I don't think I can make it. Oh, that was so close. Oh well. Curiosity killed the fox. A fox is distantly related to a cat, I think. I don't remember for sure. Hey, Zave7292. Welcome to the chat. My birthday wasn't actually on Sonic's birthday, it was 2 days ago, but it's close enough. I was just busy 2 days ago. But here I am, on Sonic's birthday, celebrating both. It's nice. I really need to find another special ring. I think this is my last chance completely. I do know someone who's like 1 day ahead of me. Actually, I know a bunch of June 20-something birthdays, which is kind of cool, kind of surreal. A whole bunch of summer babies. Oh boy, that's it. It's a shame, I didn't get all the special rings. I should have paid more attention early on. But I think even if I don't get all of them, I'll do the final fight anyway on a completed save. Yeah, you didn't have to remove your message. But that's okay. Yeah, cat's out of the bag, even though I said it at the start that my birthday was 2 days ago, and I also put that in the community posts. Okay, now this act is really cool. I like the design for this machine. And the fact that we can just shoot these missiles... Ow. I shouldn't have done that. I do like the zoom though. A little zoom we can do. It reminds me of a fan game called Sonic Time Attack. I think Lightspeed Park Act 3 had something like this. A vehicle where you had to go around beating all the badniks. Oh boy. And then there was this mode where you play as Eggman with similar controls. I will never unlock that again. Because it takes so much work. Sonic Time Attack is a game from like 2003 or 4. I think 2004. And it's hard to play because it doesn't have typical Sonic gameplay. Like, it kind of does. It has an imitation of Sonic gameplay. It's from the days before these physics were doable. I wonder if this was a reference to Super Metroid, because there's that whole section where I couldn't figure out what to do for a while, but you have to bomb this glass tube, and I never would have thought of that. Because honestly, I don't think about a lot of things. Metroidvanias are fantastic, but I need a little more railroading. I did do the rest of the game by myself though. I had to look up that one part with the bomb, but the rest of Super Metroid I figured out, and it was such a cool experience. You know, I got into the Metroidvania genre from Sonic, because Sonic Chrono Adventure is a Metroidvania. Oh. Oh, a Metroidvania with Rouge could be interesting. You're right about that. Ow, come on. Why Rouge specifically, though? Because, well, I guess Spy Gadgets could be the unlockables for movement, but she's a bat and she has wings. I don't know, how would you make it interesting? I also feel weird about Rouge in general. True, it would separate her from Knuckles. I think the whole kicking thing is kind of weird. Like, her kicks should not be as strong as Knuckles' punches. Because then that also puts her in the tier of Sonic himself. And that's just really weird. She's a spy, not a super soldier. Well, I guess she is a super soldier. I am lost. I am so lost. But another background I really like, I think this is actually Sandopoulos' background, but with some coral and plants back there, which is a really cool use of it. Just underground in general. That also reminds me of Moon Facility, because the desert level used to be an ocean. There's supposed to be this whole thing about, well, there were supposed to be cutscenes in that game, and I think those would have shown the context behind why the stages were the way they were. Oh boy, I don't remember how to do this. I remember how to do Knuckles' part. Oh! Right. I forgot about that. Oh boy. I'm glad the rings kind of split instead of just destroying us. Oh. This is a nice balanced boss. Ow. If you pay attention, at least. And there you have it. Plot twist revealed. Knuckles was not Knuckles at all. He was Metal Sonic. Which is a pretty nice explanation. Even though it's a departure from the original, it works, and it's a good decision. Catching up on chat. Okay, so Rouge unlocking more abilities with her wings would be interesting. Super jump, glide, full-on flight. I think she should still lean on gadgets more, but I get the vision. I did have an idea for a Rouge game. I don't remember it though. It came to me in a dream like a year ago. I have no idea why that happened. Because it should have happened with characters I like more. Oh well. We have 5 out of 7 emeralds. We should have 6 by now. But that's okay. You know what? I never liked that they kept the Stardust Speedway music for Metal Sonic as his boss theme. It's Stardust Speedway, and I guess the context is what's missing for me. Like, these days I know it's about Sonic CD. These days I know Metal Sonic was there. But I think putting a whole stage theme as his theme is a little much. Especially since I played Sonic 4 Episode 2 beforehand, where he has his own unique theme that sounds so much better to me. It feels like it fits Metal Sonic better. And here we are, Atomic Destroyer. Act 1, of course. Out of 3, this place is pretty big. I love the seamless gravity switching. I always love gravity switching in these games. And for it to be completely seamless is just so nice. Because in Death Egg Zone it's a button, and I forgot about that. I used to think that was seamless too, but I didn't play through the whole thing, I guess. At least not in a long time. Because I used to explore that game a whole lot. Hang on, the chat disappeared. Who's Alucard? I've heard that name before, but I don't know Alucard. I know Samus, because I played Super Metroid, a little bit of Metroid Fusion, and the masterpiece that is Metroid Dread. I loved Dread so much. Ah! Come on. I am not touching the Switch 2 unless another 2D Metroid comes out. And even then, something would have to be on sale. Oh. Okay, I've never played Castlevania. Should I? I guess it depends on what I like. Metroidvanias can be so flexible, so I might like it anyway. I know I liked Hollow Knight, and the Ori games, of course, which I also got into because of Sonic. It's like Sonic is a gateway drug to all other genres. It's so weird. That's almost literally true. Visual novels, fighting games, Metroidvanias, of course, 2D and 3D platformers. It's... well, not shooters, at least not yet. Unless I'm forgetting a game. I might try Symphony of the Night. What platformers? I mean, platformers. What platforms was it available on? Because I should be able to get most emulators. The magical E word that Nintendo hates. Nintendo. Okay, PS1. This reminds me. I used to play, oh! Okay, he got us both. I used to have a PSP, and I modded it so that I could play PS1 games on it. That's how I played Silent Hill, what else did I... Oh, Metal Gear Solid. Actually, no, I think Metal Gear Solid was on PC. I mean, a PS1 emulator on PC. Anyway. Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2, I mean 1, is getting a remake, and I was not expecting that because they started with 2. I'm really looking forward to it because those games were masterpieces. For a long time, Silent Hill 1 was the scariest game I ever played. I didn't understand Silent Hill 2 enough to be all that scared by it. Or maybe I just don't remember my playthrough in general. I just know that Silent Hill 1 hit harder. What a left turn this conversation is taking. Because we started off talking about Sonic and platformers and indie stuff, and now Silent Hill. I love the first 5 Silent Hill games. And then, after Kojima left, which is a tragedy... Actually, no, let's talk about Kojima. I think he's a genius. I don't think he's overhyping himself. People say he's full of himself, but, man. The hype is completely justified. I used to call him Hideo Kojima because I used to be one of the people to make jabs, but I think he's really solid as a developer, and he doesn't seem like an awful person either. He's just trying to make good artistic games. And his whole idea about marrying the video game and movie media are just, it's a cool idea. People are like, oh, if he just wants to make movies, then go make movies. But then we wouldn't have the games we have. And I think those games are worth something. Maybe those rings. I think those games are just really, just good in general. Good ideas, good execution. The cinematography is nearly unmatched. And again, people would be like, if you want cinematography, why are you playing a video game? But video games can have pretty much anything. Anything you could think of, anything you could want. I think there's this video game where it takes 400 years for full completion or something. It might require tweaking Windows settings to see the full thing. I don't remember anything aside from that, though. But I don't think Kojima would go that far. I'm really looking forward to Death Stranding 2, if I can run it. Again, computer issues. I'm on a laptop with a 3060, so I am basically at the end of the life cycle of this thing. Which is kind of scary for a gaming channel. I'm gonna have to figure something out anyway. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Kojima. I haven't even mentioned Metal Gear Solid. Those games are masterpieces. Even the PSP ones, especially the PSP ones. My favorite is actually Peace Walker. If it got a remake the way Metal Gear Solid 3 is, which could be the logical next step, then I think it might be the best one in the franchise. Peace Walker, ow! Oh, the Stanley Parable. That's another masterpiece. I love that game so much. That's... Oh! Okay. I need to focus. But yeah, the Stanley Parable. I love that game. That's another thing, another game where people would say, oh, it's just walking and listening to the narrator. But that's the experience. That's the quality. That is the game. If you want some intense intense gameplay stuff, then sure, that's your preference. That doesn't mean the Stanley Parable can't be a good video game. It is. It's so good. It's like the people who say Monster Hunter doesn't need a story. Too many games are being put into too many little boxes, and it stifles creativity. But the Stanley Parable, such a hilarious game. Oh, I wanted to mention something. So, in the top left area, you see these crossed out numbers. Those are basically limited by time for you to reach the speed gates in the level. I never found any of the speed gates in this act, and so I'm stuck doing this the normal way. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll find it someday. I hope. I really didn't want to, I didn't want to look up the speed gates, but I might have to. Okay. Come on. Yeah, I didn't want to look up the speed gates because looking those up would be looking up speedrun routes. And I don't want to do that. With my speedruns, it's all just me. What I find to be the fastest route, even if there might be other faster ones, and my way of doing those routes. My speedruns are unique in that way. Not saying I'm some kind of guru of speedrunning, but I don't look stuff up before attempting them, which I feel like gives them a unique kind of flavor. Hang on. So the reason people say Monster Hunter doesn't need a story is because it takes away from development time for monsters, which I get. I like the story personally, but I do wish there were more monsters or new weapons. I get that, but I feel like if we break even on content every time, then it should be fine. I really don't want to just keep scaling up the games. Like, you remember Generations, you were around then. Like, base Generations is bigger than 4 Ultimate in its entirety. That, oh no! That was a bit much. And there are some people asking for every single monster to be in the game. I think it's more important for there to be a narrative that works with what's in the game. Or a game built around the narrative so that it works. Either way. I used to be so bad at this part. I'm so glad I remember how to do it. Anyway, Monster Hunter Wilds is... I know it's been a really hot talking point. People hate Nada. And I guess I kind of get it, but I feel like they just don't pay attention. Either that, or they have no patience for... Oh, no! Okay, that's bad. That's very bad. Either that, or they have no patience for child characters. They just want to fight the monsters. And yeah, that's valid, that's fair. but we have to have a reason to fight the monsters. Oh, I don't need a reason to fight the monsters. Okay, but part of what makes Monster Hunter what it is those reasons. It's the world and the story, it's everything. Otherwise, it would be like God Eater maybe, or some less heart-filled clone or something. I like the work that I'm stumbling over my words, but yeah, I like the work that the devs put into the story and making it make sense, making the monsters make sense for the world, just everything. Okay, so Monster Hunter Generations, it was my favorite for a while, but the size, it's so much. It's so much. I know a lot of content is good, but I do firmly believe there's such a thing as too much. It's a good game, but I would never tell someone to start there. I mean, it takes so long to really get going. I do want the games to be longer, but in a way that's a little more balanced between Wilds and Generations. Oh boy. Okay, now this one could go either really well or really terribly. I'm leaning towards really well. I just have a feeling. So far so good. Oh boy, okay. I guess neither really well nor really terribly. Just balanced. It's alright. No! Okay. Oh man, luck. Pure luck. Okay. Better than I expected because I didn't have to retry. Oh man. Monster Hunter Rise. I was on the defense force for the base game. Although, I do think, well, I don't know, I feel like they did everything they could. Okay, so here we saved the real Knuckles, but we're talking about Monster Hunter. So, I think they did what they could, especially since they started with developing for the 3DS, and then the Switch came along. So that messed things up, and then the coronavirus came along, which messed things up even further. So I can forgive them leaving the end of the game off, because that's a lot. And then Wilds, I think they bit off more than they could chew with that one. But I was disappointed that they didn't have a repeatable final boss. That was a bit much. I don't want them to repeat doing this. I don't want them to repeat the whole thing about biting off more than they could chew. I like the rampages too, especially solo, because it felt like a really tense, kind of panicky session. It was so good. And the curio were great too. Curio crafting, that was a great system. It felt kind of like Monster Hunter 4U's relics. I miss the Wycoon from Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate because you could get armor and stuff from monsters that weren't even in the game by trading with him. That was such a good idea, and it should come back. I know it's more development time, and they had the models to use already, so I guess that's why it was okay to have that system in the first place. I feel like development was just easier for them in general back then. And I agree that the switch skills and the scroll swapping were fantastic ideas for the franchise. Just for one game though. Just for one. Maybe they can return in a generation or two. That whole thing, Sunbreak's endgame was huge. Like, oh man. People wanted an endgame loop after Base Rise, and they got one. Oh, it was so much. This has become a completely different conversation, but I do not mind. Because I love Monster Hunter. I need to post more about it. Because there's so much to say about it. Yeah, I agree that the curios were really good for the story and the mechanics. Just everything about it. Even though I never quite mastered all that stuff, it was still fun to have. I think it's good for games to have content that's just too much for some players. I firmly believe that. Hey, I've never seen that before. That was cute. I think if I can select just the final boss, I'll end off with that. Okay, I can do that. One more boss, and... Wait, no! I wanted to do the cutscene before that too, because that's so good. Hang on. Yeah, we're doing the final act one more time. I would play as Amy if she did the final boss, but it's locked to Sonic specifically here. But my next stream might actually be Amy, because I do want to do I do want to play as her in Moon Facility, just all the way through, because it's just a fun time. I might actually be one of the first people to record her going through Moon Facility Act 2. That wall jump comes in clutch. Ow! Okay, this is going to be faster than last time. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Oh, nice hit, Tails. Oh! Okay, I got it. It was faster than before. Oh yeah, definitely in another game. Okay, so here we go. You're gonna see the final cutscene and the transition into the final boss. It's one of the coolest that I've seen in a fan game. Honestly, cooler than Fallen Star. Oh, so Bavel, you record Sonic stuff? I don't think I've actually checked out your channel. I should do that. So, here we go with Metal Sonic, using the power of the Corrupted Emeralds, and it's a forced loss just like Sekiro. Also just like Sonic Hoshi, which I wish someone would finish, but I think not only was the actual Sonic Hoshi cancelled, but the team who picked up development also cancelled theirs, and that's... at least, that's a rumor I've heard. And that's such a shame. It's why we have to be grateful for the fan projects that do get at least decently far in development. And there goes Knuckles. taking on this transformed Metal Sonic by himself. What a hero. You know what? I get what you're saying about your old recordings not being good, because I know mine were not mine were not great. Audio issues everywhere. Doubled audio, quiet audio, badly mixed audio. It was a learning process. But it's better now. Oh. Now this is going to be a much easier final boss than the last one. Because that last one was so bad. Not bad, but I was doing so badly in it. I was a mess of stress. Oh man, the music. I haven't even mentioned the music in a while. I forgot what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to just hit him. Yeah. I'm really glad the dash doesn't take up rings. Sonic Superstars. You see that? They're going down in the atmosphere as the fight goes on. Oh, come on. I think one of the hardest supersonic fights I've had to do was in a game called Eggman Hates Furries. That's where Eggman goes super, and the fight is kind of like this. Kind of. Ow. And Tails really shows up for that fight. It's so cool. It's another really old one that doesn't have traditional Sonic gameplay because of how old it is. But I think old fan games are a real treasure because of their limitations. They still made memorable experiences. Or at least decently cool experiences. And here we are, over the ocean. I think it's the ocean. And it's another sunset. I remember playing games like Omni Chaos and Thirdscape, that whole trilogy. It was... I don't use this word very much, if at all, but it was the definition of edgy. It had everything. The self-inserts, the cursing, just the dark storyline. I need to pay attention. Okay. Okay, come on. This remix is so good. I hope it's loud enough. But, well, not remix. It has the main theme of Triple Trouble, and it has a little bit of Sonic 3's Doomsday in it. It's such a good final fight. The atmosphere, the action, Sonic's pure aura. The sprites themselves make a big difference too. And we're going way up into the sky again, because we can't have this thing explode on the ground. Back into space. All of this in seconds. It's so cool. There's an Amy Frontiers? Like a mod where you play as her throughout the whole thing? That would be kind of cool. But man, I did not like her in Frontiers. She sounded and acted like an old lady. And good old Fang. And her gameplay with the tarot cards, like hovering with a tarot card helicopter. I don't think she should be magic like that. I really don't. Oh, Advanced Amy in 3D. That, you really like Advanced Amy. I do too. I don't blame you. I think it's such a cool moveset. But I also think it's better, I don't know. Like, it is a cool moveset, I like it. But some games, I don't know how it would work for those. Especially Frontiers. Is it just like a one-to-one translation? Wouldn't that be the adventure moveset? Because that's what that is. Advanced Amy. Well, I guess Advanced Amy has that little spring jump thing. But I don't know. I might actually reinstall Frontiers to try some mods. I've had it uninstalled for like at least a year. Because it doesn't hit me right. I think I do still have Shadow Generations installed. If not, then that also makes sense. They really overdid it with the dash hoops in those games. Like, really overdid it. They have to do something about... Hey, I know some of these names. I forgot to say that last time. I know some of these names. I've interacted with some of these people. It's so cool to see. Oh, she has her own super form too. I do like when Amy gets a giant hammer. Like Sonic Advance 3, that was really cool. I think the idea of a Super Amy is kind of cool, but I don't know, I feel like she should be too weak for that. Same with Tails. I know it would be cool to just have something cool, but I also like when things make sense. And I guess that's why new IPs are more acceptable to me when they do crazy things like Spark the Electric Jester, because there's nothing that needs to make sense. It's just what it is. There's no precedent, there's just building on what it is. And that's about it. That's why I wasn't... Well, I was kind of bothered with the end of the third game, but... it's not too bad, especially because of the post-credits cutscene. I don't want to spoil too much. But yeah. Aw, they're all giving a thumbs up. That's nice. So that was Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit. Well, the Sonic and Tails half at least. Knuckles has his own stuff going on. And, oh man, that's even more cool stuff that Noah did. Because Knuckles has his own routes through almost every single level, and his own final boss. It's just a lot of work and it's so cool. That's why I'm looking forward to more of Noah's stuff. But that's gonna be it for this stream. Oh. Yeah, I'll be looking out for the link for the mod. But yeah, that's it for the stream. I'm gonna be ending it here. I might do Knuckles' half later. And for you, Babel, I will probably do an Amy playthrough of the game soon. I think that's pretty much everything I have to say. So, thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves.